Welcome to Unpopular Opinions, people. The
Oh, wait. Yeah. You like that? You like that? Huh? See? Saving all that energy on clapping right now.
Yeah, man. Dude, the budget for this show has grown exponentially. It's still not there yet, as you see by our sign, which
I like it for sentimental value.
Yeah, this is a keepsake. So this is to be the thing for those of you who have not seen that video of Gay Blind Mike doing Man on the Street, asking people what's their unpopular opinion in Philly. And I've got my guy, Millennial Mike here. And Mike is going to talk to people on the street and find out what's your unpopular opinion. Yeah, go check that out. That's on the YouTube. So yeah, man, we're back in studio finally.
I gotta tell you, man, I missed it. Which is, it's you can only be virtual. Once you start doing the studio, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's like flying first class. You can't go to the studio and then go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can't just have the earphone. Get the, you know what I mean? Get the little fluffy mic. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's just like the chemistry's a bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
100.
get to sit here. So, you know, we're down to Wandering Pollock today. He's off wandering. Here's an unpopular opinion, pretty fucked up. Losing your kid is only scary for the public thought. Like, meaning, like, I'm more worried about people thinking I'm a bad father than something happening to the kid.
So wrong. I dare say I can relate to that because when I got separated from my goddaughter, it was more of like, holy fuck, I'm in trouble. And I'm a full adult. You know what I mean? Like, I was a grown fucking adult. But my first thought was, fuck, I lost a kid, I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like 24, 25. She was like maybe 5 years old. Yeah, no, I was but whatever the fucking math is.
Somebody else's kid. Yeah,
somebody else's kid, you know what I
crazy.
mean? Like, I can't look at her mom and be like, well, if, you know, she was fucking smarter, she'd be here right now. Like, you can't say shit like that. You know what I mean?
God bless someone who does, though. God bless an adult.
I had a
who
friend
goes,
like that.
What the fuck is wrong with your kid? Because I felt that
like
way.
that.
I felt that way when you do have someone else's kid and is disobedient.
Yeah.
I talked about that before in this show when we've gone trick-or-treating, and I'm like, you know what? I hope they get hit by a car so that the parent can understand this one has a problem listening. I'm not allowed to hit him. I'm not allowed to yell at him. What do you want me to do?
My friend lost, you know, when you get those like summer youth jobs, they got those in Philly, right? When you work for like summer youth. Mm-hmm. So he was a day camp counselor, and they go to the Bronx Zoo, and he had 5 kids, and he lost one of the kids. They had a, and this is before cell phones or anything, and they have to run around the zoo. So they spend the later part of the afternoon because they get there at 10 in the morning. They spend like the later part of the afternoon. This kid's just wandering the zoo, and when they bring the kid back, his mother's freaking the fuck out because they had to call his mom. She had to come home from work, and she's screaming at my friend. And he looked at her straight in the face. He goes, "That's your fault," and turned and walked the fuck away. And I watched this, and her jaw just, yeah, bitch, it's not my kid. Your kid needs to follow instructions.
You know what? I have done that once. I never forget Philly, South Street. It's late night, like 1, 2 in the morning. We down there on the motorcycles, and we're parked up, and you know, some girls come up. Let's say there's about 5 bikes out here, right? 2 girls walk up, and they go, "We want to ride, blah, blah, blah." So they jump on back of 2 bikes, 2 dudes take off with them. All right, we sitting out there, we ain't thinking nothing about it. Maybe about 10 minutes later, a woman comes up. Excuse me, I'm leaving something out. There were other girls with the 2 girls. Only 2 of them wanted to get on motorcycles. The other 2 walked off. Come back 10 minutes later with an older woman who's, "Which one of y'all got my daughter? My daughter just got a rode off of one of y'all motorcycles." And it's like, okay. And then she is 14. She is 14. And we're like, what are you telling us for?
Yeah.
Like, we're here. The fact that your 14-year-old daughter got on a motorcycle with a strange man while with you at South Street, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't take her. You know what I mean?
Unpopular opinions, not my kid. I think that's the one thing I got right in life was just dodging the kid bullet, dude, because that's way too much fucking responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine. Like, I'm broke, but I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Being responsible for someone else's struggle.
And listen, I didn't know until I grew up that we were poor. I didn't realize how poor I grew up until I moved out, and I was like, Yo, we were broke like my whole life. I have never been above water. I have never had my head above water. I got my nose above water, but I've never been able to take like deep financial breaths ever in my life. So I don't know what I would have done, because people are always like, oh man, having kids, it changes your life and everything. My problem with that is I have never, ever in my life, I've been a good student as long as I had to go. So any job that required college, I'm not fucking getting, because I dropped out of college because there's no penalty for me not going.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I going to go then? I was great all the way through high school. And as soon as they made college like voluntary, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you know how you take a year off? Yeah. I took like a year off, and then I went, and then I was like, yeah, this shit is not going to work. It's just not going to work. I'm going to have to find something else. If I was another person, maybe. But I don't know financially. Like, would I be a good dad? Yeah. What the fuck? That's half the battle.
Right.
Be a good broke dad. You know what I mean?
But it sounds like being a broke dad with your back against the wall and with your mentality. If you'd have had to make some decisions that probably weren't on the up and up, you probably would have done it.
No, I don't. And I'll tell you why. I'm not gonna put myself. That's what I went through when I was a kid, when my pops got locked up because we had to eat. But then you get yourself locked up, and now you can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I learned that early. Like, if you're gonna provide, you gotta provide. You can't put yourself in a situation where you're going to be taken away from your family, because nobody gonna take care of your family.
Right.
Anybody who says that they're a friend is just gonna try to fuck your wife and not feed your kids. Oy. So nah, you gotta take care. Like, if you're gonna do something, you gotta do something to the point where like your woman knows, yo, here's money. If I go away for 5 years, that's all the money. So you better fucking handle that shit. Right. And then when I leave, you gotta leave. I know I get locked up, I come back out, I can't say shit. I was away for 5 years. You had to do what you had to do. So if you ain't with nobody and we can still get together, I can't say shit for them. I got to hold my tongue, because whatever the fuck you did, I was locked up. I got myself locked up. Right. That's some hard shit to deal with.
Oh yeah.
When I seen people deal with that shit, man. I when people say being a criminal, that's easy. You lazy. You've never tried it.
Right.
I've seen criminals, full-time criminals. They work. That's a fucking job. And there's no 401k. There's no, you don't put taxes in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You just doing that shit until you die. There's none of that shit.
And there's barely any room for any margin of error. You know what I mean? It's all learning on the job. There's no college. There's no school for that shit. You don't catch a case for shit you do. You catch that case for shit somebody didn't do. Somebody's always gonna fuck up. Yeah. The more money you gonna try to make, the bigger the chances of you fucking up. If you're gonna do crime, the best thing in my estimation is just, I hate to say it, you by yourself, you stick up, either you stick people up or you fucking break into places. Petty crime.
Because as soon as you fucking turn around, because everybody say that. Here's one thing I learned. Everybody says they not gonna do it even after they've done it. You understand what I'm saying? I would never give you up. But they'll give you up and be like, I would never do that.
I would never do
Fuck
that.
Fuck that, B.
Yeah, man. Jesus
Anybody listen to this, you are better off going to fucking school.
Yeah.
You're better off sitting there with a book that you hate than with a book you gotta read because you're trying to file an appeal, motherfucker. Look at his face. You better fucking go to school.
Yeah, man.
It's not, but you know what's funny? Nothing's easy. But there's degrees of difficulty.
Right.
And if you're going to do anything with any degree of difficulty, it better be something you like doing. So let's not romanticize it. We're not saying that criminals are all fucking romantic. There's some motherfuckers out there who like crime. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's locked up who need to be locked up. Not everybody's fucking Robin Hood. Some motherfuckers, they fucked up once and we lucky they got caught. Some motherfuckers,
he was sloppy. Jesus
some motherfuckers Christ. Are doing 25 to life who need to be doing life.
Yeah.
If you go to any jail cell, everybody will tell you, I didn't do it. 90% of them did that shit. Let's be real.
And I'm glad that we got into this, man, because today we're going to talk about, what do we do with those people? What do we do with those outliers that, show us signs that they cannot fit in, And for the outliers who trigger outrage, how do we prep for the outrage? Who are we watching when those outliers do break those rules and they figure out a way to get out of it, or there's no justice?
Yeah, that's something that's going on now with the whole trial that's going on with the cop in, was it Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are concerned about that shit because It's like when the shit went down last summer and George Floyd died, there were protests, which later turned into riots. So now the fear is, oh, that's just gonna happen again. So there's different thoughts on that one. I mean, me personally, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you got to be prepared for anything. I will say this the same way I said it when the riots happened, specifically in New York City, specifically in the Bronx. Nobody in the Bronx went out that day to protest. You don't leave your house with power tools to cut open gates protesting. That was straight crime. I'm not knocking it, but I'm also I'm not snitching on nobody. I don't know anybody who did that shit. But when you see motherfuckers coming out their house with power tools to cut into the sneaker store, George Floyd wasn't on anybody's mind. That wasn't a Black Lives Matter thing. That was straight up crime. You got to know where there's a difference. There's protesting, and then there's completely criminal activity. Yeah. And I can't co-sign completely criminal activity.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Our guest might have some opinions along those lines, and we'll get into it as our first guest is coming in just a few minutes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think we got everything set up. Our first objector is in the building. I'm so happy to have her here. She's done the virtual version of the show plenty of times. Dropping by in studio today, Vaughn DiCarlo, ladies and gentlemen. Vaughn, come on in here.
Thank you. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Let me take my mask
off. You got your mask on.
Everybody raw dogging it up in here all willy-nilly.
We good.
Yeah, I'm half a vaxxed. So, like, when y'all talk, don't talk in my direction, please.
I'm going to stay this way.
Real quick, before we get to your opinion, did you brag about your vaccination online?
I did not brag about it. I did post a picture, and I did say that I'm now half of a superhero. But I had a lot of nervousness about it.
Did you go by yourself?
I went by myself, but when I sat down to get registered, the guy who was registering me was like, "Oh, I know you," and I was like, "No, you don't." And he's like, he pulled up his phone. He was like, "See, I follow you on Instagram." I was like, "Oh,
humble brag."
It's not. Listen, that makes me uncomfortable. That makes me so uncomfortable. I was walking home from the park the other.
Were you dressed
like fucking regular, Dave? I've had on the same jumpsuit for a year.
Here you are wearing the same clothes in your profile picture.
Yes, basically. I just got these clothes on. I could barely fit them. I can't breathe sitting down. But I went to the park with Marina the other day, and on the way home, I text her like, I'm scared because some dude, and I guess as I'm saying it sounds like a brag, but some dude at the light was like, Vaughn, you're Vaughn DiCarlo, right? And I was like, I don't know. Look, it's dangerous out here in these streets.
I agree.
What if I say yeah, and it's somebody who
agree,
hates you, and then they start pop. Like I'm a paranoid girl from the projects. It's not me. It's never me. I always say it's not me.
Yeah.
That's why you got to wear your mask all the time.
Oh, I'm wearing my mask forever.
Yep.
I get my second vaccination in a couple of weeks, and then after that, I'm gonna still be fully masked and fully social distance. Don't nobody come near me.
That's gonna be the new shit.
And you might need to continue to wear a mask depending on what your unpopular opinion is here this week. So, what's your unpopular opinion?
Dave is gonna be the death of me. That's the facts. My unpopular opinion, other than wearing a mask for the rest of my life, because I know that's unpopular. No, everybody wants to get out of the mask, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to wear mine forever, and my super unpopular opinion for today is, I don't know if you guys are watching the Derek Chauvin murder trial.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
So I'm noticing a lot of people on social media are making these comments like, oh, if he's not found guilty and he's not, he doesn't get life or whatever the strongest sentence is, black people gonna burn America down. My unpopular opinion is, nah, we ain't. Black people are too busy trying to figure out how to strategize. Insert Stacey Abrams. We're not in the Home Depot looking for tiki torches and blow torches.
Yeah.
My super unpopular opinion is that who do we need to watch out for? The white supremacists, the people who showed us what they can do on January 6th. So if he is convicted, which I hope the murderous maggot, that's the new word of the day, if you were watching, the murdering maggot, if and when he does get the justice served to him that he deserves to the fullest extent of the law, that it's going to be the white supremacists burning stuff down and bringing down buildings and doing all the things. Look at what they did.
Fire's not really our thing.
I think
Fire
our
works.
thing I think our thing is strategy. I love what happened in Georgia, and now we just got to figure out how to take days off from work. We got to know strategy for when the election day is coming ahead of time, so we take off work. We have our own water and food in the bag. We anticipate, we strategize, and we just continue to grow as Black people in this society and figuring out new ways to be great.
You know, it's funny that you say that. I was just on Kumia's show yesterday, and Kumia is selling compound survival packs, like literally like dehydrated food and stuff, like for like
What?
Yeah, like he has that available.
White people are scared.
Put on my glasses so I can see the bullshit more clearly.
White people are scared.
But yeah, he's selling like a year supply of food that'll give you 200 calories a day. You know,
Is this
in the
based
event of
on what I'm
catastrophe.
talking about, or is this based
100%,
on
dude.
the world is just coming to an end because of pandemics and stuff like that? Because if it's based on the pandemic, look, I want to buy a house. I want to learn how to grow my own food. All of that.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know that he's doing that because
It's
he
not
thinks,
in response
fear
to-
of a black planet and we're going to burn shit down.
No. I don't think they're scared of Black people.
They should be scared.
Not in the way of like, they're scared, but not the way we're talking about. That's not why they're going. They just, they're, what do you call it? Like doomsday preppers. You know what I mean?
Right. I
And
think we
I
all
think
should be at
Black
this
people,
point.
right. Black people I don't have that. Shit,
What,
if the
doomsday
world closed
prepping?
tomorrow, I got enough food in my pantry to last till Friday. Like that's
We
that's how
all-
I'm living.
We all tend to have these short attention spans. And just this time last year, we were all trying to figure out how to have toilet paper. You know what I mean? So I think that we do need to learn from the past, most certainly,
Yeah.
in a balanced way of not being overly paranoid and trying to figure out how to have compound survival packs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's in it.
I mean, we do need to learn how to self-sustain.
Right, I've
in general.
always.
Like I'm from Philly.
You know me, Dave. You
Pittsburgh
get in a
was the
car
same
with
way.
me. It's a first aid kit in the back. It's some blankets. It's some extra pants.
Yeah,
it's all kinds of stuff
I'm
in my
not that
car.
prepared anymore because I don't have a car and I don't care about that kind of stuff anymore. But where I grew up in Philly, we used to have these teeny tiny little backyards, but it was a little patch of grass. And it was
You
there
were
for
about
a
to say
reason.
I had that same experience in Pittsburgh.
The little grass in the back for you to have a tomato garden.
Oh, Dave had a
to-
whole ass house. Let me look over here to somebody who know I grew up in the projects.
No,
I
no,
had
no,
no
no,
damn
no.
yard. What is he talking
We had a
about?
tree if you was lucky on your block. There was like one
We
tree.
had bricks.
Yeah,
We
you
had
had-
bricks.
Oh,
and
my
we
bad.
had the
They
dirt
planted
part.
trees when I was a little
We
kid.
had the dirt part. I mean, there were trees around the back. I did
Sorry,
used
my
a lot of.
family.
We didn't have no porch, Dave.
Sorry, my family tried hard and got their shit together a little bit earlier.
Oh, okay. You bougie. You bougie.
No, I'm not.
Hey, look, I didn't know what a cul-de-sac was until I went to Derek Gaines' house. I was like, what is this? I thought it was a movie
We're
set.
not talking about cul-de-sacs. We're talking about row homes in Philly, row homes that had little archways for you to take your horse to the back, and you could have your
Your
chickens and all
horse?
that. Philly was set
Little
up.
Dave
that's how
X
old it was.
over here.
Philly was set up that way.
He gonna try not to laugh. He know that's funny.
Anybody,
Little Dave X, laugh at it. Don't skip over my joke.
Well,
Little Dave X.
I feel like you calling me gay and weaponizing gay.
Oh.
Weaponizing gay
Oh, now
is
see,
wrong
this is
in the
Dave
new
gonna be
world.
the death of me. That's not what I'm doing.
You called me Lil Nas
I said
X?
because you had a horse. I was calling you country. Now I'm calling you the devil.
Yeah,
The Philly
well,
is never far from Dave.
Bring it. You explain that on your interview with Gayle King. Good luck.
Oh, I want Oprah so Oprah could go, oh, she said what? What? No. What?
The real shit.
What? Please get me Oprah.
So we gotta prepare a bit more for the apocalyptics post the outcome of this case.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
But
what,
I've
what she's saying
always
is
had
we're
that
not going
level
to
of
burn
paranoia.
shit down. We're focusing more on
Strategy.
taking care of business,
Yes.
the important business of getting your ducks in a row to be able to vote again.
Yeah.
That's
Voting,
a very big thing.
you know, yeah, getting ducks in a row for everything across the board, and that includes good health, good living, good life, being able to vote, making sure that the people, not just at the top, like the presidency on down, like local levels, and making sure that you're educated about who you're putting into the office. I
Yeah.
think that. Sure. Generally speaking, there's people all over the place thinking of doing whatever they're thinking of doing. But I'm saying overall, I don't think we're not collectively as black people like, oh, we waiting for y'all to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Hand me my blowtorch. Nah, we already know. We have seen so many times justice not be served. But I just noticed that a lot of people are trying to compare this to the Rodney King beating. And I do understand the comparisons and the parallels. The major difference is a beating versus a murder, a lynching, and neither one was right. But I think we have seen between Rodney King and George Floyd a plethora, like just a vast amount of police brutality. And I don't know that the vast amount of black people is like, yeah, burn shit down, work,
Yeah.
come on.
I personally
It's
am
not.
not. I am
No,
not.
but you know who do like beating up cops? You know who like storming buildings and trying to take shit over? White supremacists. So if and when Derek Chauvin is prosecuted and sentenced to the fullest extent for his murder of George Floyd, let's see what they do.
Yeah.
They should be more prepared for them, because apparently they ran out of all the tear gas and rubber bullets and all. They ran out of all the abuse over the summer. On January 6th, they didn't have no supplies left. They ran out of everything. So how about start getting ready for them? Don't get ready for us. Get ready for them.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I don't think you're going to see that happen only because they don't have anybody egging them on now. Since Trump is not in office and Trump's not there Trump's not there. You got to remember when they did that shit on the 6th, he was right there like, yo, we got to take the country back. We got to do X, Y, and Z. And he got him hyped up like Pacino in Any Given Sunday. And they said, yeah, let's go take this shit down. Now there's nobody there. Now you've been not only have you smacked, but you watched everybody get turned in. That's what nobody expected.
There is still a lot of fuckery happening within politics.
Right,
but I
don't
do
know if they're
understand
gonna-
what you're
you know what I
saying.
mean? I don't know if they're going to act. I don't know if civilians are going to act as overtly because they just saw, yo, there's consequences to this shit. They know nobody who stepped over that line in the Capitol and went in the building, nobody there expected. White people never expect consequence. Anytime you put a white person
And their
in a pair of
consequences
handcuffs,
are still lightweight. Like two of them got to go on
put them in a pair of
vacation.
handcuffs, bro, they're always freaking the fuck out. Like, it's not supposed to happen to me.
Yeah. I love when they watching a white person be told you're under arrest. No, I'm not.
Wait. Let me do it again. They turn into Oprah. What? Who? What? What did you say? Who, me?
What do you mean?
What?
Who are you? Who's your supervisor? Like, even asking to
They
speak
don't
to
have
the
the
supervisor.
they don't have the heart for it, bro. They don't have the heart to face real when that poor little lady got shot. They said, yo, if you come over here, if you break this plane, we have to shoot you. They're like, nah, fuck that. Somebody broke the window. I hate to say it. This white lady, who the fuck she was, crossed the plane and got shot. And everybody
And I believe
stopped.
she was a veteran.
Yeah.
I believe
Everybody
she was a
stopped.
veteran.
Again,
So she
knew.
actually knows how to follow orders.
But she knew. She
knows
on
how.
the one hand, like
Good
she knows
point.
that I'm breaking the law and I'm defying my country. But that you were brainwashed into thinking this is the right thing to do. Breaking this law is right. I'm like Luke Skywalker. I'm a hero for the rebellion. Bang. No, bitch, you dead.
Let me ask you this. Do you guys think people in war, like people who are actually in active duty, when they sustain an injury like that in the bush, that they're like, again, that reality comes like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing over here? So like if you're sent to Afghanistan and you catch shrapnel, are you immediately like, yeah, what? I don't have any problem with these people. What am I doing here? You know?
I had a conversation with my friend Kay, who I believe has a Purple Heart, and she, I don't want to put all of her business out there, but she was in a process of buying property and going through all these different things. And it was just astounding to me that someone who served our country, got shot, got a Purple Heart, would even have any issues. Like, in my mind, you serve, you do these amazing things for our country, you should come home. I've always been, very pro-veteran everything. Like, they protect us, they serve our country, they should always come. There should not be a such thing as homelessness for veterans and hungry veterans. And even if you're not homeless, and you should have housing and you should just come home to a nice-ass house.
Yeah.
So but when I talked to her about it, she had a very different perspective that I don't know that I could have unless I actually served and had the experience, where it's like, look, I signed up for this. I knew all the rules going in. I knew what it was, and I made the decision to serve and do these things.
Wow.
So she understood. It was like, yeah, things should be better. But as someone who have served and been through all of this, I also understand that of clear mind, I made this decision.
So, and that sounds like something that she had to come to peace with probably during recovery from her injuries. You know what I mean? Because that's also...
Possibly. I wouldn't want to speculate, and she's not here,
but
to tell her own story, but it was profound listening to her.
Yeah, when you're going through a recovery, especially if you're close to death, or you get some introspection when you're close to death to be like, now,
she might have felt differently when the bullet was in. She might have felt differently, like, the fuck?
Yo, I'm going to say this. That's a very noble sentiment. However, in my opinion, I remember when I found out, you don't get shit. Like, when you leave, I'm like, wait, time out. You mean to tell me you go over there, you fuck shit up on behalf of the government, and then you come here and then shit runs out? Get the fuck out of here.
They dump you off
the Crips and Bloods take better care of you by putting money on your books.
Okay,
than the government
and that's
takes
what
care of.
That's funny that you brought that up, because that's what I was thinking.
The gangs take better care of day vets.
But some of them do, some of them don't.
Some of them don't.
And that's the thing that I saw that on the street level as a kid. That street shit didn't pay dividends the way it was supposed to. Right. So I wasn't surprised to see the government or the military let people down either.
No, I was hopelessly naive, bro. When I found out, I was maybe 22, 23. I was like, what? Because in my head, you go to the service, you come out the service, you good. You for the rest of your life, you good.
Absolutely.
I have
should
somebody.
Be.
I just fucked shit up for Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam got me $100,000. So when I found out, you know what I mean? Like, when my mans had come home after Desert Storm or some shit. I didn't even think he went. He came in after Desert Storm. He went right after Desert Storm, but he went toured the world and shit. And then he was broke. 4 years later, he's broke. What happened? He's like, yo, I ain't got no money. He's like, yo, but you was over there. He's like,
yeah, it's absurd.
He had to hook. He had to hit me to that fact. They don't pay you forever. I'm like, oh, that's some bullshit.
America has a lot of stuff to work out. We are ghetto as fuck. We got a lot of issues to work out. I just think that they better hurry up and figure that shit out, because these upcoming youngsters and these what is it, Gen Z now? Yeah. Oh, they have different plans. My thing is, how are you going, aside from the draft and forcing people, how are you going to incentivize these young people to protect our country?
Video games.
As they're looking.
Yeah, video games. They will have
games?
Yeah, the kids.
Oh, they just gonna be killing people via.
And they won't even realize. They won't even realize what they're doing
drones.
is real. Yeah,
fair
because
enough.
they don't come out the house, but they're in it, and they will.
Fair enough.
They'll be able to kill
That
with
makes me
precision, and it won't affect their conscience
That makes
at
me so
all.
sad.
The amount of carnage that people release in video games shows you what humans are capable of, and the fact that they can look at a digital You can go in Grand Theft Auto, it is L.A. Mm-hmm. You are seeing L.A. These are real-looking people. Some of them are characters that personally exist in the real world. You know what I mean? I'm drawing a blank on a particular
Lindsay Lohan sued
character
for one of the characters.
Right, but it's you go to L.A. and there's people wearing wonky suits in front of a Vance Chinese movie theater. You can now walk up with a bat and beat the shit out of a digital replica of that guy. So, you know what I mean? It is a thing that's how you'll get them to do it.
Disgustingly disturbing and sad.
Young people have they have no loyalty to a country at all.
In the future of the future of warfare is going to be completely digital within the next 20 years.
All right, fine. Y'all have
that's real
completely
shit.
ruined
No,
my
no,
mood.
No, I mean, hey,
No, it's real shit.
It's a good thing, but here's the thing, and I just want to say this point to as far as America needing to get their shit together, we are. It's taking some time. Keep in mind, we're a young country. We are a young country that just moved out of our parents' house. What? 200 years ago?
I don't like how
240.
Dave's head moves when he thinks he's saying something
No, I'm doing that on
profound.
purpose. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I'm totally.
Dave just turned into
I'm
Oprah and act like I
totally
wasn't
doing
gonna
that
say
on
nothing
purpose.
about it. Like you don't turn into Oprah right in front of me.
We're a
Well-
young country.
Well, guys, let me
But
just say.
Dave quoting his favorite Obama speeches.
But
I want to kick Dave in the
yeah.
shin.
Do you remember your first apartment, Vaughn? Your first apartment at 20, 21 years old?
Here we go, assuming that I had a good life.
It was
I didn't have I just got my first apartment last week, Dave.
Also, your apartment is disgusting.
Yes.
It's a mess.
I
We gotta
still
get
live
it
in
together.
the projects. Help me.
Somebody had to die for her to get apartment 12C.
Oh my God! Then and
She
they
was on a
still
wait
in
list.
there.
She was on a wait list.
No,
They
I'm on
bodies
a waiting list to get the body out.
that would be funny to just move in. Like
What do you got? You got a body? Yeah, well, look, we got like a 2 or 3 backup. So 2 or 3 weeks,
Look,
maybe we
no,
get there
Y'all
in
know
June.
I
Just get
was
some
in
Febreze.
New York for years with no window. No window. I don't. How long we got for me to tell my little? I've been in a project in New York story.
A very special episode.
You got another opinion you want to fly off before we?
Y'all ain't gonna soak me up for
before we
all my
move to the next
opinions. You
one?
have me back another day.
All right, we'll get you back on, which is great because the clubs are opening back up, so there'll be spots going on downstairs, and we'll be able to have you drop in next time you booked at the club.
Yes,
all right?
and Dave, I have a show May 12th. I don't know if that's too far away for people.
Yeah.
7 p.m. at the Stand.
Mm-hmm.
Grown as Fuck comedy, and also please listen to my comedy album, A Draggable Offense. You could go to funnyvaughn.com to get all things that are me. I'm going to be in Philly with Christina Hutchinson at the end of April. I'm going to be in Kansas City with Ali Sadiq at the end of May. And in New York, I have my show at the Stand at 7 p.m. May 12th.
I'm going to be there.
It's very limited capacity. So, like, as soon as it's up, I don't know if it's up on the website yet, but as soon as it's up,
No guest list.
get the
Pay
tickets.
the fucking fare.
Pay. Yeah, ain't no comps in the heart of the city. But yeah, funnyvaughn.com. Follow me on all my social media at Vaughn DiCarlo. And listen to my album, damn it.
Draggable Offense.
A Draggable Offense, please. Can I leave now?
Thanks for stopping by, love. We appreciate you so much. All right?
Oh,
She don't touch. She don't touch. She don't touch.
I thought it was.
Don't be doing that for the camera. You hugged me when you came, man.
Oh,
Go ahead, go on.
I totally did.
Look,
I-
y'all just raw dog in the air, right?
Just
Yo,
raw dog willy nilly.
Here's-
I hugged you with my mask on though.
Yeah.
that counts.
Here's the thing too, like my unpopular opinion when it comes, because I thought we were gonna go to bowing, and you know what I mean. I'm glad that I don't know, like
Nah, Americans don't bow, bro.
oh yeah,
Americans ain't
that's
bowing.
like taking a knee.
We
right?
cowboys, B. We not.
I don't know what we was gonna
Yeah,
get to.
listen, I
I
took
had no
jiu-jitsu for 3
idea.
years. It's the only
thought
time
we
I bowed.
rapped.
Oh no, you're wrapped. The
Oh,
show
I'm
still goes
Oh,
on.
I can just leave?
Yeah. That's the way it is. It's a walk in, walk
Shout out to
out.
Vaughn.
You know
I
what
don't
I
know if you
mean?
seen Vaughn got the official K95, KN95.
The
I'm
black,
flexing.
the black on black
the
on black.
Jordans of
I'm
mass.
I
Oh,
know.
it's a whole flex.
Talk about she live in the projects,
It's
but out
a
here with
whole
a
flex.
K
That's
and
right.
95.
That's because somebody in the project stole them shit.
They sell them on a quarter, $5. You got
the
$5.
bootleg shit.
Oh, it's bootleg. Buy
That's
y'all.
fucked up.
I love that N95 has become kind of a status
Yo, that's
symbol.
real shit.
You know what I
'cause
mean?
That's the surgical
it's
shit. Listen, if there's one area you gonna flex, I don't give a fuck what your J's are. You got the authentic medical mask. I'm
Yeah.
fucking with you on that. Like, oh, you got the right one right there.
I judge people by their hand sanitizer now too. Like if you're gonna make me sanitize, get the fly shit.
Don't give me
Get
that.
the fly
the
shit.
New York State shit that smells like fucking vanilla and ass.
Yeah.
Now you got my hands fucking. People looking at you like, nah, it's sanitizer. These are clean hands.
Speaking of which,
you
here's
smell
an
dirty?
unpopular opinion, man. We're over sanitizing, bro. We're
for real.
over sanitizing. I was at
Remember
the airport.
the beginning of the pandemic, you were sanitizing everything.
Yeah.
Now they still doing this. Like, slow down. We
I
know
just
what it
came
is.
from the Apple store. I swear to God, I watched the lady drop hand sanitizer on gloves. She was wearing gloves and she put them under the sanitizer and she started sanitizing the gloves. And I'm like, yo, we bugging. I went to the airport, right? I was at the airport in Jamaica. An army man in full camo is there when you come in to impose in front of you to go sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. Like, no gun, just a big fucking industrial jar of hand sanitizer, and he's forcing everybody to do it. Then you got to sanitize again when you go to check the boarding pass. Like, I just sanitized. Like, I got one. I didn't even have a hand free. I got to put my phone away to collect the goop, right? I'm holding my bag with the other hand. So you know when you get me with the sanitizer, I'm just doing this. Now I got to go here. My hand hasn't even dried yet before someone's got another fucking thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? We're overdoing it. We're overdoing
That's
it.
for the peace of mind over there. If I'm not mistaken, because they took it excessively seriously, they're like the opposite of us. Like when you go almost like anywhere else in the world, that's what they doing.
Yeah.
Even though we know how it's transmitted. We know this. The hand sanitizer only goes. Bro, I saw a lady on the train yesterday coming downtown. She had a mask underneath her nose. And she sprayed the subway seat, and then wiped it down, and then put gloves on and sat down. I'm like, but your nose is still open. It's peace of mind for people. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. You know, and she was a little bit on the older side, so I get it. But look, just wear a fucking mask, bro. There's no need. There's no need to fucking sanitize all the surfaces and all that shit. You good? This shit can't live on. Remember in the beginning they were like, this shit can live on metal for 3 days. No, it can't. It can't. So you good.
So sanitized. All right, man. So that was entertaining, man. All right, and I love this part too, man. We got other guests that get to stop by. I think I see our next subjector just walked in the door. Give it up for my man, Mr. Monroe Martin. Come on in here, man. Holy smoke. What's happening, man?
I'm chilling. Where are we looking?
Oh, there's cameras everywhere, man. Just go ahead and talk to him. Yeah. I don't think I've ever really seen you with the metal glasses. You usually have the plastic.
I get the
ones and all
plastic
that.
Jones because the thing is, the metal Jones leave dents in your face.
Yeah.
And but the metal Jones be cooler. The plastic Jones make you feel like a nerd. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I got any swag with plastic glasses. I feel like I should be punched in the face. Plastic glasses,
the
like I
metal
should
ones
sock
at
you.
least age you out of bullying.
Yeah,
Like, hey, I would be bullied, but I'm grown.
Yeah, it's like look at this shit. Look at the
The height
material.
helps more than that. The height and the frame work more than the glasses.
But I got a short torso, so you don't know that I'm tall until I stand up. You know what I mean? When I stand up, then you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
that's why
me
people
too.
fuck with me. Y'all think I'm argumentative, but I be getting picked on. And then when I go, what? They're like, oh, shit, look at him. Fuck that.
Picks on you now.
Yo, motherfuckers be
Deceivingly-
picking on me.
Yeah, that's like on The Simpsons when that tall dude was in the car.
Little car,
and
yes.
Nelson was like, ha. That bug dude got a snap.
No.
So you're deceivingly tall.
22
tall.
short stories about
Yes.
Springfield. That was the title of the episode. One of
damn.
my favorites. I'm good up until season 8 or 9 of The Simpsons. But catch me before that, I should be pretty good.
Very esoteric, man. And he gets
Yeah.
very violent very fast. So
Yeah.
I don't get.
I can tell.
everything he has is
I
on
say
violence.
violent stuff.
Any man with obscure knowledge in their head like that, they know for a reason. It's to calm themselves down.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You're like, just think of episode 82.
That's where you get all the answers like the Bible and shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your unpopular opinion this week, man?
My unpopular opinion is, so I get like, when I see like Black Lives Matter and Asian hate and shit like that, and you see those press conferences, and they're like, we gotta stop the hate. I'm like, one, who the fuck are they talking to? Because if it's a citizen-based crime, you think the motherfucker who committed the crime is watching this shit like, you know, I need to change.
Yeah, like he's
So
just there.
yeah, so it's like, what is this for? Like, who are you? If it wasn't caused by people who are supposed to protect you, are you just taking up space on the fucking Capitol steps? Like,
Definitely.
you're just going downtown and then fucking going, hey, enough is enough.
Yeah, so
'Cause who you
those-
telling?
Those big groups are the same as like Neighborhood Watch.
Yeah.
Remember, Neighborhood Watch never really got shit done in my neighborhood.
Dude, like people still get beat up, and you get beat up. You
We're
like, where
having
the
a
fuck was
meeting-
Neighborhood Watch?
We're having a meeting during the day with crumpets and tea. It's like, no, bitch, we need to get out here and watch the block at night. What are you talking about? No. Everyone meet on the steps tomorrow at 3. We need to talk. It's just somebody who just wants to have tea. That's
it. You got it.
Some lonely
These
housewife.
are adult tea parties.
Some lonely ass
That's
husband.
it. Like anytime you see this, it's like, we should be outraged. Let's get our signs. It's just an excuse for people to do arts and crafts
Yeah.
and fucking go and get breakfast and then be like, we did that right. We fucking got the materials. We got the bullhorn and the claps and the shirts and shit.
When I see that, like the news conferences, I'm always imagining somebody at home and someone going, "Oh, Bobby, that shit is bad. No, put that. You seen this? Have you seen this? Come here.
Yo.
Look at this shit."
Yeah.
But
You
it
know,
makes me feel fucked up when I think, but now I don't care because I'm like, it doesn't matter. But before I'd be like, I was seeing them like I get it. Even when it happens to black people, it's like, but who are they talking to? Because it's a citizen on citizen crime. So it's like, who are you asking to stop the violence? Because the police, if you're asking for the cops to come in the neighborhood and stop the violence, their way of stopping violence is we gonna kill some niggas, but every once in a while we gonna get the right person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Or
who are we
they're
asking
thinking-
help from?
They're thinking that the cops are thinking that there's a problem that they need to come in. Like, I thought you wanted me to stop the violence.
Yeah.
He was violent. I took him out. Like, no, not like that.
Yeah.
So it just feels like a weird hamster wheel. And then the second unpopular opinion was connected to that. Is like, all right, if we collect all the people who do hate crimes and hate and racist, what do we do with them? What's the rehabilitation process? Like, I mean, like, there's no, like, with the black culture, if you fucked up, like, if you was selling drugs, touching kids, you went down south to Nana. You had to go
He's not wrong.
You had to go stay with Nana, nigga. You
can't
like
picture
you like doing drugs and shit? Cornfield time, Nana.
Nothing around but fucking vegetation. No drugs.
Nothing, no
Till you
drugs.
get your shit together.
You make
But
new
isn't
friends
that
and
just
shit.
jail?
Do we
Like,
sit?
if you take a junkie and send them to a cornfield, isn't that just jail? Like,
It's a lab. I don't know if it's jail. It's a lab. He'll find a way to get high.
Yeah, they'll find a way
A
to
junkie,
make
that
corn
motherfucker
crack.
will be smoking maize.
Yeah,
you
they-
call it
because
corn.
you're not helping.
Yeah.
So who are you protecting when you send?
Nigga,
the
that's how
person
cornstarch
down south?
happened. Right? They went and they sent junkies down south and they crushed that corn up, made it into powdery substance. They couldn't escape it. They couldn't escape that life.
It's real.
So, but who are you protecting when you send somebody away? Like, are you
Yeah.
protecting, because that's not in the junkie's best interest to send them down south with Nana.
Yeah.
So are you literally just like, I can't control them, so I'm protecting the
You're
neighborhood?
protecting your immediate circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, your immediate family. We can't have Johnny around the kids. Get him
So
out of here.
they go down south. I just remember, because you know, the whole foster care shit, I got to see I seen that in a lot of families. There was always that member in the family that's fucked up, and they be like, we got to send them back down south.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so if down south is the solution, where are we sending our crazies?
Well, I
Australia.
Think
No, they
it's,
did
yeah,
that
I'm about to say, we used to send them to Australia, right? And then, like, we developed planes and someone flew over there and you weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
We didn't know there was a beach. What the fuck? This is great.
That's all it is,
Are you
motherfucker.
serious?
But
May-
were there
maybe
women on that
Antarctica?
island?
Yeah, I would say they were women.
Oh,
Of course,
okay.
because women were criminals.
All right, because I thought they were just sending dudes there. And
No, it was a
like,
whole
what are they
penal
doing?
colony, and then they just did the imperialist white people thing and just colonized the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they put people who had gumption and would do whatever it takes to make it in this world. They put them on one island.
Yes.
And then think it would make super fucking criminals.
Now you're talking my language, bro.
Yo, what the fuck? You put them all there. Don't think they're going to conspire and think of even more diabolical shit to do.
Pressure makes diamonds, baby.
Yo,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. What's the solution to shit?
the solution, like, it's okay. So even when you disband them, now
Yeah.
I'm going into some serious.
Let's
Here's where I
go.
nerd out at. All right,
Okay.
Descendants. Y'all know Descendants?
Descendants the movie or Descendants like your
The
Descendants?
series, yeah, the movie and shit, the Disney shit.
No, I didn't see
No,
that.
I didn't see that. one.
Okay.
But I do know what Descendants
I
are.
thought-
It's
Yeah, yeah,
basically
yeah.
Descendants is this whole thing that they do on Disney as a show. It's the offspring of all of the evil people from Disney. So basically, Disney cleansed themselves of all of the evil people, all of the Maleficents and the fucking the
Cruella
little
de Vil,
yeah,
yeah,
all of
all
them.
of them.
They all got cast to an island,
Yeah.
and they procreated, had
Shout out
kids,
to
and all that
Radigan.
shit. But eventually, the ban was lifted, where they were allowing those kids to come off of that island to matriculate into the high school with the good kids.
Okay.
The bad kids, if we just call them that, they're better at everything. At everything. Like the regular kids. And the regular kids are also finding out, like, oh, what your parents did was actually not that bad. Like, someone just made the decision to put y'all there, and we missed out on all these cool friends who have way better skills
Wait,
than
with
us.
Cruella DeVille, his kid is in it? Because what she tried to do was fucking horrible. Like,
No, she tried to make fly
had
fashion
ambition,
not
yeah.
at
dog.
any sacrifice. Like everybody says limits.
fuck
Everybody's
a
like,
chinchilla, but a chihuahua. I'm saying no.
No, she was
Fashion
like-
is about discipline
And-
and focus.
and focus, but not even that. It's about sacrifice. It's
Oh
like,
my
yo,
God.
I get it. Y'all gonna make them pets, but we can make it a fly fucking coat.
Yeah.
We can have a Dalmatian coat.
Like, do you understand
You
how
can make it a pet, but you can't
Yeah.
wear it.
how crazy? Yeah.
You can
Which-
enslave it.
That
But
is
you
going to be a
can't
problem
wear
in the
it.
future. I thought about that. And my daughter has a cat in Arizona, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, wait a minute. How did this fucking cat get here? Like, I get it. This cat was born here, but this ain't where cats hang out. Like, you know what I mean? Cats don't want to be in the fucking desert.
Yeah.
So at some point, some yuppie's going to get up on their shoulders about that. And you animal lovers, you're going to pay.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
If you had a dog, your statue's coming down.
It's minor slavery. All it is like light slavery. You're taking something and you're like not letting it live a free life. It's like I control when my dog eats, what my dog eats, how it poops, how it plays. That's slavery, nigga.
And it doesn't
That's
feel,
a slave.
but don't it feel good a little bit?
Absolutely. And
Also,
all you
pretty sure
wanna
the dog's
do is
not
just
gonna complain.
learn more ways to run this nigga. That's all you do. When you get a dog, now you're like, oh, I got it to sit. Oh, watch this. And it's just more and more. It's a problem. It's a disease. And I get it. I understand slavery at that point. It was just like they didn't have to be that cruel. But they fucking did it because it was addictive.
Who was going to stop them?
They like sit. They're like, oh shit.
Right.
Get
So,
the feel-
so getting rid of all of those people
Oh my god. that's
and
so
putting them to one place is probably not a good idea, man, because they're just going to magnify and the offspring comes back stronger.
So what? But what's the solution?
Just
Because
let 'em
we
rock.
know that.
Let 'em
So
live.
do we just learn how to live with the hate and the racism? Because I think that may I don't know if that's the solution, but if the solution later down the line just makes a worse version, then it's not a fucking solution.
Yeah.
So it's like, what we gonna do?
Well, would you say
Do we inbred them and start fucking? They can only fuck nicer, docile people, so their kids can be a little fucking less evil. Like you know how they did with the Indians and shit, where they just fucked them out of society.
so? Are you just
the
going to
most
breed
Nazi
it into them?
So you're like,
that I've ever heard. It's not even Nazi, but it's
Yeah.
specific,
He
yo,
just-
but what do you do?
eugenically based.
He's
So you
gonna
go, yo,
force
hold on.
people.
You go, all right, you fucking criminal. We gonna set you up with this dorky ass librarian.
Yeah.
And then y'all gonna have offspring.
You're gonna
And
force
you're gonna-
beta men to have sex with the most alpha stud women possible.
Absolutely.
And just breed it out of them. And
right?
you're
Yeah.
gonna get all of the allergies.
So we're gonna get Milo Yiannopoulos and young MA is gonna have kids. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yo, what's
weak
the
immune
solution?
systems. Yeah,
Dude.
I like it, man. I would say, let them. I mean, I would say let them rock, but
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
The
what you
argument
mean
is
by let 'em
education,
rock
I think.
The argument is education. But how
But
you
I don't know if they
educate
wanna
somebody
learn.
who don't want to be educated?
Exactly.
How do
and
you do
that's
that?
I don't think they
Yeah.
want to learn.
That's what I'm saying. When they don't want to learn, something good still comes out of that ignorance.
Yeah,
All right.
what?
So we talked about this.
Yeah.
I was talking about this to somebody on the phone earlier today, I think. Jesus Christ. All right. Listen, racism and hate can cause a man to go out and bash somebody's skull in, right? That's terrible.
Mhm.
It's terrible. But there's probably some young, hot brain surgeon who's he's trying to prove how good he is, and where's he gonna find smashed heads? You understand? They feed where do you get a smashed head at? Hate.
It makes sense. I agree, but it just sounds
because it
so wrong.
feeds the system. It's necessary for work because somebody seen the smash head and was like, this can't just be it. Like, there has to be a second chance. And it was like, I'll learn how to unsmash heads.
Right, but you need more practice.
It's like, all right, so dentists, dentists have, every year they have like a convention at Howard University or something like that. And what they do is they do dental surgeries and work on dead bodies. But if motherfuckers ain't dying, then they can't practice and get better at the craft.
Right.
So they need violence.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they need fucking.
You gotta create your market, man. You gotta create
Do you
supply
think
and
dentists
demand.
be calling people?
Yeah,
Like, you think they got hitters?
absolutely.
They're like,
Yeah.
yo, man, I got a class in a
So-
couple of weeks. I'm gonna need you to go out here and bust a couple heads.
Exactly. Neuroscience people make a lot of money. They can
Yeah.
organize. Hey, do
You
me a favor.
cannot make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
So when you see like hatred on the street, it's really just like when they be like, this is unexplainable hatred. It's not. He got the call.
Yeah.
He got the call. It's like when cops go, yo, the city need the money, start stopping people for tickets and
Yeah.
stupid shit so
Yeah.
we can get the money. They do the same thing. Like, yo, Raheem, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need you to fly kicking Asian tonight.
How about we take whatever, because
That's so
here's the thing:
fucked up.
the random hate, they never like punch up. That's my problem. You know what I mean? Like they never punch up. There's always some poor old person that's getting their ass beat.
Oh no, because they can't. You see these young fucking Asians. These motherfuckers do push-ups and handstands. So you ain't gonna
With the
fuck with
thumbs
them.
and shit. Yeah.
You
So-
ain't gonna fuck with them. They
Well,
swole. So
okay.
you gonna go get the fucking ones that just aren't looking.
Oh, you're
and
gonna get the
fucking
not
go to
threatening
the-
ones. Yeah. And they
Yeah.
gotta be ugly because you don't know how much Jackie Chan they got him in, and I got that.
Yeah,
But
like you
I think that's gotta be part of the
I
penalty.
think that's what also we
Yeah.
need, some more badass Asians in movies. Because since Jet Li, I haven't really had any fear. You know?
Yeah, because we've been showing Asians in another light. We've been taking them and showing them a romantic way, and that took the fear away.
Yeah,
Now
well,
we know
Rush
y'all niggas
Hour.
got love.
Rush Hour was
too
bad
much-
also.
Not enough Jet Li, too much of that guy who did Harold and Kumar. I forget. his name.
Yeah. And the fucking.
Oh, okay. I was like thinking like,
But so
Zulu
do
in
you
Star
think?
Trek.
Do you think Rush Hour was made to try to improve black and yellow relations back then?
No, Rush Hour was
Yeah.
made because they didn't want to pay Chris Tucker for Friday. That's
word.
You ain't never gonna see Chris Tucker in Friday again.
Right.
Carried the whole first movie, and when they started talking about the sequel, he was like, "How much I'm getting paid?" They were like, "Well, you could double your salary." He was like, and that was probably the last time he cursed. He's probably like, "Suck my dick," and walked out the room.
Cheesy joke. I think when we do fix this thing,
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa's Black and Yellow definitely needs to be the theme song.
It is.
So the next rally.
But we've been together. The thing is like Asians and blacks built this country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We built it from slavery, and then when the railroads came, when we needed railroad, they built that shit.
Yeah.
And as soon as the country was done with them, they was like, all right, niggas go. Leave. Go back home.
Yeah, the only difference is that.
But then they didn't want to go, so then they tried to put us to war. Because we're the motherfuckers responsible for the infrastructure of this country, but they're like, nah, because if they understand their power, then we'll fucking lose. If blacks and Asians come together, nigga, what?
Yeah, I'd like to think that, but I also think
ain't gonna happen,
people
but-
in general, we're all just assholes of all race. So at the end of the day, the same way as some black dudes, we sit around and make fun of some Chinese people,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be some Chinese people that's going, make fun of and treat black people poorly.
Mm-hmm.
And, eventually somebody's gonna throw a punch.
Yeah.
I think that's really what, because think about it. Like, you remember in Philly, Chinese stores, we were rude as hell to them, and they were rude as hell to us.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, it just was what we were programmed to do. Like, you talk to him this way. And
Yeah.
okay, I don't know why. We talked to them like fucking children back in Philly. It's ridiculous.
different
That's
in New
funny
York.
because I've never really, aside from like God bless them, aside from the delivery dudes getting fucked up, nobody really. Your Chinese places were closed up with glass and shit. No,
Exactly.
don't
And I
even
made
know,
this
man.
point on the show the other night about, like,
didn't fuck
first
with
of
yours?
all,
not really. Like you would go when you order your food and shit. Like the delivery dude was fair game,
Right.
But like you would go in there just.
Like,
that's
we
real
gonna beat
shit.
you up, pussy.
But-
We gonna
Here's
rob
the
the
thing.
delivery guy.
Here's the
They
thing.
I wasn't robbing nobody
why do you put up bulletproof glass?
because you gonna get robbed.
And clearly, like, you not developing no kind of relationship with these people that you have to put up bulletproof glass. So that's also like I'm standing behind whatever I'm doing that's offensive.
Also,
Think
go
about
ahead,
like bail bondsmen. Yeah, they know they're not playing fair, so they behind bulletproof glass. The cable company, they know they're not playing fair. Why the fuck you need bulletproof glass at the goddamn at
because
the cable?
they built the bulletproof glass before they even established a relationship. Like
Yeah.
you're saying. So they come.
They know
They come with the
DMV.
bulletproof
They
glass.
behind post office behind the glass because
Yeah.
they know like, hey,
Is that why priests sit in confessionals?
Yeah.
Huh? It's the same fucking reason. They already know they're about to fuck you over.
yeah.
So they're like, you get in your box, I'm gonna get in my box. We got this layer of protection.
Right,
Yeah,
and I
100%.
mean, and that's usually the barrier. We're still like animals where you put us on the other side of the fence and we're just gonna at the other one. Why do we do it? Some instinctual shit that
Tribalism.
Yeah.
That's so
Because
fucking
they don't look like you, and they're not of your tribe.
And we don't always be winning.
No.
I said that like a slave. Jesus Christ. No, but
We don't always be winning, yes, sir.
but those have you
Yes,
have you
sir.
seen
Nah,
those?
look at
I went to college. Jeez.
know, right?
Have you seen those videos of like the Kenyans complaining about being discriminated against in China?
Oh yeah. But that ain't our problem.
But what I'm saying is,
Look,
let's not act like they're just
Wait, was it Obama? If it's Obama, be mad.
no, I
We just,
get
it's just
but
OG
I'm
Kenyans.
American.
They on
but
their
I
own.
can't
saying.
worry about that
Let's
shit.
not act like they aren't mean.
Oh
to
yeah. No, they are.
Like they're just outnumbered here.
They're like, how dare you come to China and not play basketball? No, motherfucker, you coming over here to live? Get out
And
of here.
again, I'm not saying all of them. I get it, but let's know that there's some There's some troublemakers out there. Don't let the height fool you. I think that's what it is. I think they're cuter than us, so people think that we're winning over here.
Who, the Kenyans?
Like blacks versus
Oh.
Asians. First of all, there
Yeah.
there is no black versus Asians.
It
I
isn't.
None.
really do
They be
not
trying
believe.
to do that shit. They trying though.
Like, first of all, because I don't think, and I've said this before, and it's fucked up, unpopular opinion. I don't think black people are capable of killing anybody other than black people.
Nah.
And it's like there's
Wait.
a weird,
Yeah. I know where you coming from.
there's
but
like a weird thing in us that's like, nah, this is like,
This was right.
we want,
Like they like
we want to challenge.
like this was natural.
I know too many heads doing time to co-sign that one.
We want to challenge, man. Like, kill a white man. Anybody can do that.
Yeah. That's like, how do you kill a white man? Just put a sticky trap down?
Oh shit! All right, my bad. I'm being an idiot for that, but that.
That shit. Oh my God, Dave. That's
Are we blowing a whistle on the play? I don't have a whistle.
No, I don't blow no whistle. That shit is fucking hilarious.
But yeah, man. All right, so I to bring it back to what Monroe's unpopular opinion was, I do think that we just deal with it.
Yeah,
think
it
we just
sounds
deal with it.
fucked up. It sounds
There's
fucked
nothing
up.
else you can do. Yeah.
But it said, yeah, it just sounds, I don't know. It just feels like I'm a part of the problem when I say it. But I'm like, what else do you do besides just like be nicer and affect the people around you? Like, I don't feel like there's no outward, like, massive universal change.
Well, let me
I
ask you
feel
this.
like it just
You
was
guys
like,
both have siblings. I don't, right?
mhm.
Fist fought your siblings,
Yeah.
right? Did they get physical as kids?
Oh, I got sisters, so not really.
Not
no.
really?
I fist fought my
Yeah,
sister.
but I fist
Okay.
fought like other people's siblings.
Do you still?
That's the thing. So when I was fighting, I was fighting. It wasn't like I was fighting my brother. I was like, nah, I'm fighting some stranger, yo. So
It's different. It's different when you fight your siblings, though.
yeah,
But
I never fought
what
my
I'm
sister.
saying, what-
she
like-
kicked me in the nuts.
Do you still physically fight with your sibling as adults, Cisco?
No, it's hilarious how much patience we all have nowadays
Right, and I
as you
think
get older.
yeah, I think that's what it really comes down to. That melting pot that we're in
Mm-hmm.
is it's still youth. We're still kids in the
Absolutely.
house, siblings that are learning to coexist, and there's gonna be some fights, man.
Yeah.
It's
Gonna
not
be a
gonna last
couple
forever.
of fucking, You know, there's gonna be a couple heads get bumped on the fucking coffee
Stitches.
table.
Yeah,
and
man.
stitches
There's gonna
and
be stitches.
chipped
There's
teeth,
gonna-
and that's America. That's what it costs to be American. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
It's just
see
like,
that.
yeah, it's like, look, you get touched on.
And
You
when
get
it
beat up.
finally settles down, it's gonna be something beautiful. We won't see that shit. It won't be in our life.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
no.
Maybe
no,
that's
no.
maybe all that raising awareness and shit like that is for young people who don't even realize that they're hearing
But
it.
what's the
but
future?
they grow up differently. I don't think you're gonna see as more people.
There's gonna be no
mix.
gender. There's gonna be no
Yeah,
fucking race.
Remember, kids, go back 20 years ago to like if this is 2020, go back 20 years ago to 91. Every rapper
Yeah.
has something something derogatory to say about being gay.
Yeah.
Now, right now, 20 years later,
Yeah.
every rapper is at least cool with gay. There's very
Yeah.
few rappers is like mad homophobic. But go back
Yeah.
20 years,
Yeah.
everything was gay. Yo,
Right.
Every song was gay.
Yeah.
Anti-gay. So I think as we progress as a society,
Yeah.
we'll be able to get along more. But that crime isn't going to go away. It's going to change to something else.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
That's never gonna go away.
It's gonna be like this is binary on binary crime.
Yeah.
or some shit like
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
but it's gonna
100%.
be, you're gonna have to
100%.
find
Yeah.
something else to fight about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
cis on cis
I
crime.
mean, even
Yes.
now we're fighting mask versus anti-maskers. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Like it's
Ain't no anti-maskers and masker. It's like either you do or you don't.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
but there's
it's
people
like
there's
you
people who
can't-
are
yeah.
against the idea of wearing masks because they don't believe in it.
But it's their right.
Yep.
It's their like as much as we don't agree with how people move, it's like that's the rules of this fucking country. They set
Yeah,
it
that's
up.
what I say,
that
yeah.
right.
You don't have
but do
to
you
listen
know
to
how many
everybody and
people?
do it. It's like,
you know
nah,
how
it's a
many
fucking
people can't not react?
Yeah.
Like, look at even in a video like this. You know how many people can't not leave a comment?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people can't go, I
Right, just
disagree
jump
with what you're saying right now. Hey, the show is called Unpopular Opinions. This is what we're here doing. And there's still some people who will see this and
Yeah.
go, but I gotta
Yeah.
give my like.
Yeah.
Some people just don't have that in them, and that is what sibling fighting is.
Yep.
And eventually, I don't know what makes it go away. Like eventually,
You grow out of it.
yeah.
You ignore it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you did because the problem don't change. It's not like the person got better. It's just you learn how to deal with it, and it's gone. You know what I mean? It's gone to you because you're like, oh, I don't have to deal with them when they're doing that. I know how to separate myself, and that's
You
all
don't
it
you don't
is.
change so much as you move away.
yeah.
So you're not around your siblings as much. So even though they annoy you, the fuse is longer because you're not right under the same roof doing the same
Absolutely.
fucking thing.
Yeah, there's so many degrees of separation between y'all now, and there's kids involved and like friends and all that other shit. And you're like, oh, I don't gotta deal with it now, and there's other motherfuckers that deal with it. But that she got kids now, and they get to figure her out.
Yep.
I'm good.
I love it,
That's
man.
but that's why it makes sense to fucking all the criminals give them kids.
So that they can make better people.
Yeah, it goes back.
All right, my road, man. We appreciate you stopping through. Tell the people where they can find you at, man.
Which camera? Look, Monroe Martin I on Instagram and Twitter. MonroeMartinComedy.com. All right, and that's where you can find everything. Boom.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
I guess we got to give
All
people
these-
the
Like
shoes.
to
Into,
get
yeah,
out of
you
here?
just walk
Okay,
out.
all
Yeah,
right.
we got to make sure that the guests, they never know. They never know how to just.
We're gonna put in
This
a
is a
budget
good
for,
one, man.
for what do you call it? Who runs the floor? We need a floor runner.
Gaffers.
We need no. Who directs people and shit? You know what I mean? You're coming over here now. I need you over. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Somebody-
grips. Aren't they called grips?
No. They just deal with the talent. You know what I mean? Is it a line producer? Is that what we need? We need somebody to come in here and be like, okay, I got this. You have to tell us what the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
We
You have
we
on the road for 10. Okay,
we
cool.
had
We
that
got
in
on the
Gay
road for
Blind Mike, but he's blind and they're like.
Wait a minute.
The
Wait a
guests
minute.
usually end up seeing him out. You're like, do me a favor, come here.
Gay Blind Mike is the guy who can't see. Is the guy who's telling everybody where their marks are. I want to see him do it because he would just be doing it by lamp. You see that light right there? I see something glowing. Just go in this general direction.
Yeah, go to the angel. Make a left. Like it's not an angel, that's a spotlight. Guys, man,
man,
this
we
has
love
been
you,
a
Mike.
great episode, man. Make sure you guys check out Monroe. Check out Vaughn the Carlo, Draggable Offense. Like, share, subscribe. Cisco, say goodbye to the people, man.
Goodbye, people.
All right. Good night.